being president doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you are.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama took aim at President Trump tonight, while Bernie Sanders tried to rally his supporters to get behind Joe Biden on night one of the Democratic National Convention.
We hit 100 degrees for the second day in a row in Spokane, and while the heat does not quit just yet, we are tracking rain chances both tonight and tomorrow.
Plus, we are tracking 2 wildfires burning in our area tonight, including the Badger Lake fire, which is prompting evacuations near Cheney.
We're like, okay, wow, there's a fire, but like, no big deal. It'll be fine. They'll put it out. And then it just starts spreading. Like within like an hour, it had spread to the road.
Witnesses sharing with us just how quickly a wildfire broke out near Cheney. We are tracking all the latest details from that fire and others burning in our area. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Regina is off. We are tracking 2 big fires tonight. One's near Cheney, the other in Whitman County. And just to give you some perspective on where these fires are happening, take a look at this map here behind me. So the Badger Lake fire is burning about 10 miles southwest of Cheney, and the Chief Timothy fire is burning just east of Clarkston near the Snake River. Let's get started with that fire near Cheney. Dozens of homes are under a level 3 evacuation order tonight. That means leave now. Those evacuations remain in place tonight for Badger Lake Estates and Cutthroat Bay areas. It's burning about 200 acres. Now, to the east of that fire is the 22-acre Williams Lake fire. Both fires are currently at 0% containment. Evacuation orders could change tonight, but are likely to remain in place through tomorrow. Right now, crews say local response is key to their efforts.
Resources are going everywhere. This is the time of the year where everybody's kind of staffed up, especially our wildland resources. I think the biggest thing that really helped us here was our partnerships with the other fire agencies in the area. So it made for a quick response.
Again, level 3 evacuation still in effect for the Badger Estates and Cutthroat Bay areas. Of course, level 3 means get out now. Crews are continuing through the night to try to strengthen lines around the fire. They're also monitoring it for any spotting activity, they say. Meantime, in Whitman County, crews are starting to get the upper hand on a wildfire burning near the Snake River about a half a dozen miles west of Clarkston. At last check, that fire had burned about 1,400 acres and was 20% contained. It was started by an RV right there that caught fire alongside a road. Now, some good news is no structures were damaged and evacuation orders for some nearby homeowners were lifted today. Now, we understand this is a lot of information to take in, so for the very latest on all the wildfires burning in our area, just text the word wildfire to 509-448-2000. We have a great update now about 2 missing hikers in Chelan County. The Chelan County Emergency Management Department says both Hope Ryan and Kristen Jost were found as of 9 o'clock tonight. They say they both appear to be okay and no other information was given. As soon as we learn more, we'll pass it along to you. All right, take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful sunset over Spokane tonight. These are photos sent in by some of our KREM 2 colleagues. We know how beautiful the Inland Northwest is, and we certainly love showing it off. So if you have any photos of our area you'd like us to showcase, just text us at 509-448-2000, and you might see one of those photos over the air. Let's check in now with meteorologist Thomas Patrick with our Outdoor Weather Center. And Thomas, today we hit 100 degrees. Is more heat in store for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's going to be another hot one for Tuesday. Probably not record high yet again, but boy, that sunset was just gorgeous out there tonight. A lot of extra cloud cover, which of course can be the canvas for those awesome sunset photos. But when there's cloud cover, sometimes there's rain a little bit close by, and that's what I'm looking at right now on Doppler radar. But here's the thing, the showers and storms that were moving in from the south from Oregon went through the Tri-Cities, really fizzling out before it can even make it to the I-90 corridor. Maybe a few sprinkles in and around the Ritzville area, but if anything, it's not much out there for tonight, and I don't think it's going to amount to anything. 100 degrees was the high temperature today in the Spokane area, with more hundreds all across the state of Washington, up to 106 in the Lewiston area today. Not record highs for today, but the second straight 100-degree day in the Spokane area. And look at it right now. It's 86 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. We're in for another mild evening, and it's one of those nights where we might have to run the AC even at night. But tomorrow, one more hot day ahead of us, but more rain still might be on the way. A look at when that could occur across the Inland Northwest in just a few moments.
We'll talk to you then. Thomas, thank you very much. It was months ago that protesters first marched throughout Spokane calling for racial justice. Well, tonight, perhaps the most concrete action taken by local government toward that goal. The Spokane City Council just passed a resolution that outlines reforms to the jail system. Our Casey Decker explains tonight.
The resolution sets 7 goals for the city to achieve. The overarching objective, reforming the criminal justice system so it's more effective and equitable and less expensive and reliant on the jail.
Jails are really expensive.
Really, we're trying to catch up our systems to our understanding of human behavior and psychology and history.
A task force of about 30 people came to the conclusion that sending everyone to jail does more harm than good, that it's costly and increases the likelihood of people reoffending.
But there are interventions that work, we know that, and that keep us safer and hold people accountable.
The resolution encourages expanded use of those kinds of alternatives. That includes electronic monitoring, supervised release, temporary release, and house arrest, as well as more direction towards resources like drug treatment or job training, and greater consideration of mental health.
What it is making sure that you send the right people to jail.
We do not need to be locking up our citizens who have mental health issues. That's not the place for them. They do not get the help they receive or the support. And really, our guards in our jail systems are not trained to really handle those types of people that they have to care for.
The resolution also takes aim at the cash bail system. Critics say it's unfair to have someone's freedom, before they've even been convicted, tied to how much money they have.
And it's just layering challenges on top of challenges, financial, and some citizens just never get out from underneath that. So they never really get to the point where they're free from the criminal justice system.
The measure essentially calls for a reduction in pretrial incarceration. Councilmember Michael Cathcart, the only no vote, balked mostly because of this section. He wanted more language clarifying when it is appropriate to keep defendants in jail. Now, the resolution is non-binding, meaning it's basically a set of guidelines, and though it may be followed up with binding ordinances, that process could take a while.
I don't know how confident I am. A lot of that depends on who's around the table when those decisions are being made going forward. But for now, we are making a statement, and I'm hoping that while we're all here, that we can maybe get something accomplished.
Still, it is law to be considered by everyone from city judges to police to lawyers when making decisions.
The city, all the employees have to look to this as the policy of the city.
Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
The first night of the Democratic National Convention has come to a close, with Democrats and some Republicans coming together under the theme of We the People. Tonight was headlined by Senator Bernie Sanders and former First Lady Michelle Obama. She went on to explain why she believes that people should vote for Joe Biden.
Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment. He simply cannot be who we need him to be for us. It is what it is.
Night one was also designed to showcase support across the political spectrum. 4 Republicans, including former Ohio governor and 2016 presidential candidate John Kasich, are lending their support to Biden.
Many of us can't imagine 4 more years going down this path. And that's why I'm asking you to join with me in choosing a better way forward.
Tomorrow's convention speakers include former President Bill Clinton, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Jill Biden. With college football season pushed back to spring around these parts, college basketball now has taken center stage, and Gonzaga made a big announcement tonight. Brenna Green tells us what it was.
Yep, tonight Mark Few confirmed to CBS Sports at Matt Norlander that the Zags have verbally agreed to play Baylor this year. We are showing you pictures here of the last time they played in the NCAA tournament in 2019. This is a huge deal because Gonzaga and Baylor are slated to be the top 2 teams in the country this fall, and it's rare that games like this get added this late in the game. So how did this happen? Mostly because of the Pac-12's decision to not play games until after January 1st. Both Baylor and Gonzaga lost games against Pac-12 opponents with that decision, so they decided to just play each other. A date and a place has not been scheduled for this game yet, as the 2 programs are waiting for more guidance from the NCAA on how the season will be played this year. Gonzaga has played Baylor 5 times. They are a perfect 5-0 against the Bears. Back to you.
Looking forward to that matchup again. Brenna, thank you very much. There is a lot going on surrounding the U.S. Postal Service, including one claim that the Postmaster General is a major donor to President Donald Trump. Coming up after the break, we bring you the answers straight from our Verified team.